Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And you're the host, Justin.
And you did not set up the camera.
I did not set up the camera.
Go ahead and go set up the camera.
I'm going to go set up the camera while you talk about your coffee. Look at me. I'm a professional.
So, while he's setting that up, I will talk about the coffee. So this week I'm doing another Geek Grind. What you can see right now is the lovely Geek Grind logo at the top right of your screen. As long as this isn't mirrored.
No, it isn't.
Okay. If you check out our description on the episode, or check out our Twitter page, we've got plenty of links for them. Also, we can get you a discount if you use the code JUST, JUST 20.
Just H20.
Oh, sorry, just H20. Sorry, it's been a while since I said the code. Just JUST H20. That'll get you a discount at checkout, and it gets us a bit of a kickback. Also, using our links does as well. So, this week I did Dwarven Dawn. I think so far this is my least favorite out of the ones I've tried.
Really?
But I still like it. So now it says Dwarven Dawn, deep mountain blend, medium dark roast. It smells really strong. A medium dark roast is an interesting concept to me, and I think maybe that's what's throwing off my taste buds here, because I'm used to. That was interesting. Yeah. I'm used to. Is
that even plugged in? Keep going.
I'm used to either medium or dark. I'm not used to both, like a combination of them. So, I enjoy it though. I would drink it again, but when it comes down to actually buying things directly from. Like if I'm going to do a big bag rather than the sampler, this one isn't the one I'm going to directly buy. I'll go with one of the first two I tried.
No, that works. That camera works, but the other.
Hey, now you can see our faces.
Yeah, we're good. Cool.
All right. So, and that's the coffee for everyone. There you go.
Yeah.
So, you kind of went weird on tea today.
Yeah, because I'm still on vacation. I went with a Mountain Dew. Now Mountain Dew does a tea. It is called Kickstart, and I am exhausted, so I'm going to drink this Kickstart tea.
It is not a tea.
It is a great tea.
It's a tea that fights back.
If you take it down to the simplest notion, any energy drink could be considered a tea.
So we got a Captain, what is that?
Barbosa.
Barbosa. Can you bring up the big chat for me?
Oh, right.
Captain Barbosa in the chats. Yeah, I'd like dark roast. I've had plenty of good dark roast, but it's an interesting thing. It's a medium dark, and I think that's what's throwing me off. I think if it was a straight dark or just a medium, I'd be fine, because I drink a medium regularly. But there are plenty of darks I like out there. I've done the Noir run that Folgers has is actually really good. Those are all pretty dark.
You mentioned that even their light was really dark.
Yeah. The Noir, right?
Yeah, the Noir. And then you were like, I wonder how the dark of the Noir would be.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten to that one yet, because there's 3 Noirs total. But yeah, there's something about this one being the medium dark. I think that's what's throwing me off. I enjoy it, though. It works okay with the cream. I may have to try it with a different kind of creamer. And my sugar levels are fine. But, So, you chose to do the Kickstart. That's his, go-to energy drink. That's his, savior.
Because, let's see, it's low in...
Turn the hat around because people can't see my face.
That works, too. Now, 3 things about it. 1, low in calories. Medial calories means it's easier to burn. Mm-hmm. Simple, straightforward. 2, medial sugars. Easy to work through. It's not gonna, give me the jitters. 3, it has fucking vitamin C in it.
I wasn't asking to justify it.
I am.
Justin the Justifier.
I am Justin the Justifier. Wearing the Sauron helmet for today's shirt.
Oh, I went Crystal Lake.
And that actually leans into our movies that we watched last week. Similar.
A little bit. I mean, there was a bit of... because we had a horror. He's reacting to chat for all the listeners.
It kills the Justin Fire.
No, my thing is I don't really do energy drinks.
You used to. You used to enjoy all the new flavors of...
Yeah, when Red Bull was coming out with all the new flavors, I wanted to try them all. And I still like several of the flavors, and I'll have one every now and then, but I just...
Yeah, it's not your go-to.
Yeah, I think I had 2 Red Bulls, like one after the other.
Sorry, I heard the badoom, and I'm like...
I had 2 Red Bulls, one after the other this month, which was like weird, and that was only because I bought 2 thinking I bought the flavor Lauren likes, and I screwed up and bought the wrong thing, and so I drank both.
Ooh.
Not in one day, it was 2 different days.
Oh, of course. And, I mean, I get them at work, 2 for $3. They're just as expensive as anything else, so it makes my job easy.
Hopefully it keeps you awake for the movies.
Oh, yes. I have another...
This bitch fell asleep again.
Hold on. I didn't. Not this week.
No?
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm just so used to you sleeping.
Yeah. The prior week I did. This
Weakling.
week... Yeah, this week I didn't. And this week's movies were 2 very interesting ones.
Well, we'll go in order of what we watched them. Yeah. Okay. So we start with My Name is Bruce, 2007. Meant to be campy, goofy.
And boy, was it.
That was the concept of this movie. It's calling him out on all of his different films and stuff like that. It didn't get a good reception from people, sadly.
No.
I don't think people understood it.
I don't think at the end of the day either one of us understood it, because I get the premise, I get the plot, but I don't see its market area.
It's for the Bruce Campbell fans. It's for all the B horror fans.
Who? I know.
Just because a movie doesn't do well in box office doesn't mean shit.
I get that, I do, but at the same time, I was like, would I ever see it again? Probably not.
I've watched this movie multiple times. Here's an interesting thing for you.
Okay.
Tremors. You've never seen it?
Nope.
Shit, that's what we should have done tonight. It's all right. Maybe next week. Tremors. Okay. Kevin Bacon's in it.
Yeah, Mr. Bacon.
He said no to Tremors 2 because Tremors didn't do well in theaters.
Okay.
But it fucking killed on home video.
Okay.
It made money hand over fist on home video. And I grew up watching the entire series and whatnot. So when they decided to do Tremors 2, they asked him to come back for it. And he said no. Because in his mind, I don't do direct-to-video. I want to do theatrical. And he's come out and been like, it was a fucking mistake. I should have done it. I love that movie. I should have done 2. He tried to get a TV show made by Sci-Fi like a year or 2 back, and Sci-Fi said no.
Okay.
So I don't like basing things off box office.
All right, fair enough.
It does have bad reviews, though. But did you enjoy the movie?
Yes, but would I see it again? No. It's dumb comedy. It's fine comedy.
Yeah, it is dumb comedy.
I love Bruce Campbell. He is a very, very interesting individual.
He's a treasure.
He is a guy who can play the lead role when the lead role asks for that very, very specific person. The one who will go above and beyond to flirt while there is, zombies knocking at the door.
Yeah.
That kind of individual.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that too often. You very rarely get that.
Now, did you ever watch Burn Notice? Show on USA?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched a couple of episodes.
He's in that. He's not the main character, but he's one of the main characters. He's not the guy the show's about.
Okay.
But he kills it in that.
Okay.
He plays he's the ex-FBI agent who just kind of sits in Miami drinking all day. And when his old spy friend comes back, kind of gets him off his ass and gets him to start doing stuff.
That's right. And he's the one who kind of is like his halfway handler, but halfway the guy who's like, hey, you might be getting in too deep again.
I just thought of something. Check your phone volumes.
Oh, no, it's muted.
Okay, cool. My watch vibrated. It made me think about it.
Yeah, I'm muted.
So Bruce can do other stuff. It's just there's something specific he does very well.
Oh, yeah.
And this movie is making fun of that and touching on that.
Now, you showed me the trailer for Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yes,
and
the TV show.
I've heard of it. I just never saw it. And showing me the trailer made me go, that would be a better thing to watch than My Name is Bruce. Because of the actual, Evil Dead. And even Lucy Lawless was in it. And everything felt better about it.
Lucy Lawless touches a project and immediately goes up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. By all way, shape, and form. But my area of it is... I would have rather watched that over this. Not by much. Not by a huge margin. But this, I don't know. It hit a few good notes. It had a good charm because of Mr. Campbell, but everything else just felt.
Did the song get stuck in your head? The song they keep singing throughout, the mayor and the sheriff are singing.
Oh God, no. But I will admit the strumming part.
The strumming part was the tune was catchy,
and then it was like a few of the lines were a little. That's
a little close.
Yeah, a little.
2007.
Yeah,
Woke Nation wasn't a thing.
But I do admit it's a good movie.
Okay.
1 out of 10, I'd give it a stern 7.5.
Okay. So you don't agree with these reviews then? I mean, because we're looking. I mean, 93% from Google users. Google users like everything.
Google users have like.
I apparently can't say Google today.
Yeah, Google. But Google users have not liked one thing that we've seen this entire time we've been doing this whole thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it wasn't even Hudson Hawk, was it?
No, Hudson Hawk got like an 83.
Gurgle.
Gurgle.
Girdle. That's what I need.
But even still.
So 6.8 and 2 out of 10 for mine to be a little bit fairer. You're probably closer to that. I mean, you put it a 7.
Yeah. 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think that's a little harsh. Hold on. I actually kind of want to dig into this just
because we're going to go on there. We're going to see all these people talking about how the effects were terrible and how the
dude, you can see the dude's eyes underneath the glowy bits.
Yeah.
You tell me that it's not supposed to be bad. I don't give no continue without disabling.
But I mean, yeah, you're going to get a bunch of critic reviews where they're going to attack it for being B-list on purpose.
Okay, add 2 stars or even 3 if you're as passionate about cheesy B actor Campbell. Fuck you!
As he is about himself, and this person gave it a 1 out of 5.
That's okay. I don't like critics that, if you're going in for the acknowledgement that it's campy and corny because of it, shut the fuck up.
Perhaps the best thing about that can be said about My Name is Bruce is Bruce Campbell has in fact appeared in worse movies.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been in worse movies because I enjoy this movie.
I mean, what's funny about this movie particularly is that it digs at him for his past movies.
Yeah.
Dude's
gotta work.
When he throws the old woman out of the car, she rolls a couple times and goes, "You were terrible." And I don't know what movie it was right now. It's not off the top of my head. It was last week. But even still, she yelled at him and said, "You were fucking terrible." And he's driving away with the fucking It has the mild slapstick that Bruce can deliver.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, I don't expect it to get an Oscar nomination, but
oh no.
I don't understand why movies can't be fun.
Well, it can be fun. It's just critics don't see that.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
So the reason why we paired these two together was the concept of people in the regular world having to deal with supernatural things. And so the second movie was The Final Girls, which I had never seen, you had never seen. So this was a fresh one for both of us.
Lauren saw?
No, Lauren hadn't seen it either.
So everybody was fresh.
Yeah, everyone was fresh to this. What had happened was we had seen the final moment at the cabin when the trap's set up.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that on the countdown and went, that fucking looks interesting. And so we went and watched it.
Okay.
The Final Girls is essentially the quick rundown. Main character, her mom was an actor in horror movies in the 80s and then died in a car accident. And a couple years after her death, there was like a thing going on for the movie she was in when she was like doing the horror movies. And she goes to it to be nice for someone, and her and several of her friends end up in the movie and have to survive the movie.
And become the final girl.
Yeah, she's the final girl. Because every 80s horror movie had a final girl.
Now, this one, I liked a lot.
I really like this a lot.
Now, okay, the reason why I like this one a lot more is because you had to build 2 movies. The first movie that, all the older actors and all that had to do, and then the movie that surrounds that one, just so that way it can have that cohesive.
I'm going to give the argument that you had to build 3 movies. So, you had to build the 80s slasher, Friday the 13th type movie.
Okay.
Sleepaway Camp type movie.
Okay.
And then you had to build the beginning part of, like, the person that loses their mother, the struggling actress, all that shit.
I mean, that kind of folds into the second movie, but
yeah.
Okay.
And then that folds into like that's the second movie. Like that whole thing's the second movie. It folds into them going into the film. But now they have to change the horror movie and create a whole nother horror movie on top of the first horror movie they already had to make. The creation of the second movie being evolved around the first movie causes them to make a third horror movie. Plus the sequel to the first one that they...
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that second part then, I guess. But
either way, it's a great concept. It's a lot of hard writing.
Oh, yeah.
And this has a connection back to something we had actually watched a couple months back. We'd watched Near Dark, the vampire western with Bill Paxton. And the little boy in that is actually the guy that wrote The Final Girls. He wrote it to help cope with his father's death.
And it worked well.
Yeah. There's a character in this, I think her name was Tina, who has just this absolutely amazing moment towards the end of the movie where she is hyped up like fucking crazy. The dance scene.
Oh, yeah.
And basically the actress just chugged energy drinks in preparation for it and then went out and just did all that.
Yeah. And the character took a couple Adderall.
Yeah.
And just burned
How many
out.
of my Tic Tacs do you have? They're not Tic Tacs. And like, I don't know, 1, 2, 30. It's fucking amazing. Great acting all around.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget her first name, but it's Famiga's the last name. Can you scroll down a bit? I might just have her. I guess not. Oh, wait. Thaisa Famiga. She's the one from American Horror Story.
Yeah.
So she did great in the lead role. The final girl role.
Yeah, I would say every single actor in this. I mean, most of them you can recognize.
Yeah, no, they all played their parts well. Especially the guy that's playing the jock character, who is the Adam Devine.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
He's playing the character within the '80s movie who is supposed to be the '80s sex addicted jock. So when shit goes down, he reacts to all of it, but sex is still the first thing on his mind.
And all the bloopers at the
very
end.
At the end were amazing.
When he's sitting in the passenger side after they run over someone, and he's like, "Oh, Jesus, we just hit a person. I won't tell anyone if you get a hotel room with me and sleep with me."
Yeah.
And then she just kind of does this like glance over before they both just start cracking up.
You want to take it back to the ratings? I want to know what you think of it, because I'm gonna give this one. I think I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10.
I'm about right there with you.
Okay.
This one much better. This one feels really good in a sense, and I mean the writing is there. Mm-hmm. Everything is there.
Yeah.
The only thing that, of course, isn't great is the nonsensical deaths that were just like as soon as she saw like the one that was hopped up on the Adderall.
Spoilers here for you guys.
Yeah, huge spoilers. Who was all hopped up on Adderall, sees him, immediately runs back, gets tripped, falls into the bear trap. Yeah. I was just like,
but she's high off her ass. And
you're right. You're right. But at the same time, I'm just like,
there.
No payoff.
The funny thing is, this movie caused 2 debates that night, and I was about to kick everyone's ass. I'm watching the movie. Shut the hell up. There was an argument about whether or not dropping a cigarette on alcohol would catch on fire. And then there was an argument about a machete that showed up within the movie. And I'm like, you're arguing facts in a movie where people were sucked into a movie.
Yeah.
Reality does not matter. Enjoy the film. And this is why I have issues with the critic concept of things, because that was one of the defenses used about this movie, and they're used about Big Trouble in Little China last week. One of our one of our friends that is over here watching movies with us, he said, I'm looking at it from the critic point of view. And I'm like, that's the thing. When you look at something from the critic point of view, you immediately go, it doesn't matter how much I like this, I'm now a critic, and I can't like this. It's not allowed that I like this.
And then meanwhile, there's us who are just wanting to watch a couple good movies.
Just want to enjoy something.
Yeah, and if we come at it from that standpoint because of the way the movie made us feel about it, such as with you and I for Endgame,
mm-hmm.
like we took a few hard points at it, and then we're still, to this moment, still finding.
I swear I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, we had to look at it from that point of view, because from an entertainment standpoint, the fight scenes were great.
Yeah.
But from the story building standpoint, we both agree. It's not great. It's a little nonsensical.
So now here's another thing. Like, my favorite movie of all time is not this. It's not this.
Scream, right?
No, that's my favorite horror movie.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Scream's my favorite horror movie. Favorite horror movie. But I don't have a horror, not horror movie. I don't have a movie that's like, oh, it had this meaningful, powerful story with all this with all this like hidden things in it and whatnot. It didn't win 80 Oscars and stuff like that. My favorite movie is Back to the Future.
Oh, that's right.
I know that movie forwards and backwards. I've watched every version of commentary that I could find of that movie. I know fucking facts about that movie for days. We were actually at Lauren's dad's house for 4th of July, and they turned on Back to the Future, and I'm just immediately sat down, glued to the fucking TV, nerding out and telling everybody facts about the movie that I realized in retrospect no one gave two shits about and wasn't listening to me because I'm just going. Now, the thing is a lot of people would probably try to say something like, oh, my favorite movie is Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
I don't care for Citizen Kane. I never understood why Citizen Kane I took film class. We watched Citizen Kane, and I practically fell asleep. I'm watching this movie like, I get it. It's supposed to be meaningful. The richest guy in the world, the one thing he cared about was Rosebud, yada, yada, yada.
I don't know. Having just watched it casually, I can agree with you, but do I see the entertainment standpoint of this very dramatic movie? Yes, I can see it. Would I watch it again? Probably not. I mean, it was a strong story. It was a very strong story.
But it's considered like one of the greatest things ever filmed.
I mean, Gone with the Wind. Have you seen it?
A long time ago, but yeah.
Did you like it?
It was alright. I mean, personally, the thing that always stood out to me for Gone with the Wind is the one line. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Okay.
Like, that was the thing that stood out to me the most. It's good. It tells a powerful story about the time and everything. But at the end of the day, it's not like a let me turn Gone with the Wind on type of thing.
But let's say there's nothing on, but it pops up. Would you be interested to watch it again?
Like, I have to have something on the TV. Gone with the Wind pops up. Yeah, I'd probably sit down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I was curious about is, would it be interesting enough just to take a glance over?
I don't turn Titanic on for fun. You know?
The only thing I watch is that very one scene where the ship's already split in half. They're sitting on the very back end of it, and it begins to tilt over, and one guy goes, ping!
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know why, but that scene always gets me.
You know what frustrates me about that movie, too?
What's up?
The director, spacing on his name, Terminator, Avatar, James Cameron. Kept them out to sea for like an extra week because he couldn't get the perfect sunset.
Favorite.
So, back to Final Girls. The reviews are 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, 72% on Rotten Tomatoes, 59 on Metacritic, and 91 from Google users. I don't understand why Metacritic's so low. I don't even agree with, audience put it at 70 for Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay,
damn.
I mean, I can somewhat see why.
I would knock it down to 80s at most, but
I mean, there was nothing too out of, like, we all made a comment about how the camera work in this was actually really nice.
Yeah.
So I have no clue why it was, just so deproportionate in...
That's what people don't like.
I guess. The Final Girls is all smile and winks, but lacks the blood to make a horror satire pulse. I mean, I'll admit, it's not for non-gorehounds. I mean, I'll admit I'm a gorehound. I enjoy the weird cringe factor of just a lot of blood on screen. It makes me go,
I like a gnarly kill. This is not heavy on gore at all. This is very, very light on gore. But
it's campy horror.
That wasn't the goal for this movie.
No.
So you went into this guy went in thinking, oh, give me gore, and it's like that was never the point of this movie.
No.
How about the one above them? A horror comedy as horror comedies go, this one sadly winds up somewhere between Scary Movie 4 and 5.
That's harsh.
That's real fucking harsh.
That's really fucking harsh. But he gave it a C-, which is a passing grade still.
Yeah, I mean, I was a B to C to B student, so.
But I mean, okay, if you're saying it's between Scary Movie 4.
That's after the Wayans stuff.
Yeah, you're right. So this was already in the negative area.
I mean, I personally have never really cared for the scary movies all that much, anyways.
Scary Movie 2 is one of my favorites. Just for the freaking fade to black basketball scene.
Nah.
That one got me.
They definitely have those moments in the movies that make me laugh, but I think one of the biggest problems was the fact that Scream being my favorite horror movie, when Scary Movie happened, people have this weird thing where they can't disconnect from Scary Movie, and so every time I try talking to someone about Scream, they just keep bringing up Scary Movie shit. I had someone argue with me that his name is Doofy in Scream. I'm like, that's fucking Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm talking about.
It was what, Dewey?
Yeah, it's Dewey.
Yeah.
He's
named Doofy.
Yeah, he's the deputy.
Yeah.
But again, people going into the movies for the wrong reasons, I guess, caused it to lower.
Yeah. But
you can't make everybody happy.
No, but they can make us happy.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
That being said, tonight's movies
Okay.
was a bit of a tough pick. So I don't
know them yet.
I did not make the decisions tonight. One of them I wanted you to watch because me and Lauren watched it maybe a month ago and absolutely loved it. It's called One Cut of the Dead.
Okay.
It's a Japanese movie. It was made by some film students, and it is 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
You ain't even gotta tell me. You ain't even gonna say 2 more words.
Subtitles, so you gotta pay attention.
That's fine.
Now, the thing is this movie starts as one thing and changes to another. And that's where its connection for the second movie is. The second movie I have not seen. Lauren picked it.
Okay.
The incredible Mr. Ripley, terrific Mr. Ripley, something like that. Matt Damon.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen it, but she picked them both because she says that one also starts as one kind of thing and changes to something else, and that's her reason for picking these two together.
Okay.
Because the original thoughts we were going to do was we were going to pick another movie that was 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and we realized there was too many differences between trying to go that route. I mean, there's some horror movies on there, like the original Frankenstein is 100% fresh. The Cabinet of Dr. I forgot the name of the movie. Caligari? Yeah, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Talented Miss Ripley. Thank you. So we like there was a couple horror movies in there, but it just wasn't really working. So this is what Lauren picked. Her other option was going to be Audition instead of The Talented Mr. Ripley because she felt that one starts as one thing and changes. And I kind of argued against that. I felt the Audition always kind of, you knew where it was going because they didn't hide it in trailers and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so tonight we will watch One Cut of the Dead and The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain Barbosa, for that one. Is that supposed to be a reference to Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
Okay. You sound upset about that.
Drake wrong. But yeah.
Honestly, Barbosa was one of the best characters in those movies, so.
Hello? Was or was not?
Was.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be. I think I heard the word "not." And I was like,
are you?
I beg your pardon, good sir.
Spoilers for anyone that hasn't. When it got to the end of the sequel and his ass stepped out, I got fucking goosebumps.
Oh, I was pumped. I still need to see the last one.
So I watched the Fountain of Youth one, with Blackbeard, and I didn't like it. And that kind of is what kept me from seeing the most recent one. I have not seen the most recent one.
I mean, of course, when I saw old Davy Jones,
I
fucking love that face makeup.
Yeah, that was 2 and 3.
I don't care what number it was.
But 4 was the most recent one was something. Certainly.
I mean, I just want to see it just to see how it ends. I'm gonna go in with thinking that it's a 7 out of 10, just because I do remember seeing the Fountain of Youth one and going,
yeah,
it's something to put on in the background if I ever need something.
Once the Will story ended, I feel they should have ended it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Second and third,
it's
most
decent,
definitely.
but it was always, but I will always be partial to the second and third. Yeah, 2 and 3 are good. I actually just really loved 1. I think I like 2 better than 3. So, moving on over to Humble Bundle.
So there's two bits of D&D things I wanted to talk about. One is this Pathfinder bundle, just because Pathfinder's not bad, just not my cut. And Paizo does really great work. They take a lot of user-submitted things, as you've pointed me toward.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I might actually lean in and get this.
So, reminder for anyone that doesn't know, Paizo actually has written a lot of the D&D campaigns you absolutely love.
They have. They were the original starters for Faerun back in 3.5. They were the original writers for Icewind Dale, which is my favorite area, which we'll cover to my second story of D&D in about 2 minutes. And they just covered so much. They were halfway worked on Ebron back in 3.5.
Yeah, so they were essentially they were a magazine originally. And they had a contract with Wizards of the Coast, D&D, whatever you want to call it. And they were writing all these one-offs or a couple small campaigns and things like that. And after a certain point, the guys over at D&D went, why are we paying other people to do what we can do? And they ended the contract with Paizo. But the cool thing that they did, and one of the reasons why Wizards of the Coast and D&D gets a lot of my respect, is they let Paizo finish off any active stories that they still had before closing everything down. And then Paizo went, well, what are we going to do? Why don't we make our own game? And they made Pathfinder. And Pathfinder's fun. It's very D&D-esque.
It has bigger numbers, so bigger math.
Yeah. I personally like their not new, but newer system, Starfinder, a lot.
Yes.
Because that kind of, it's in space, and it kind of changes the roles a little bit. You think Goblin, you think this evil little fucking greedy creature. The reality is Space Goblin is, what they have in Starfinder. They're like junkers. They're going around finding the crashed dead ships and stuff like that. So
okay, but it starts off at $5 and ends off at $30 as far as the tiers go. For $30, you get a physical, but shipping isn't included, so be aware. But I want to make mention of one thing about the Pathfinder Core Rulebook for 2nd edition: 640 pages.
Yeah, it's a big book.
That's a big boy.
This is the kind of thing you throw at an intruder when they come in your house.
Yeah, that's one of the things you keep near the door. This is a doorstop. I mean, as far as physicals go.
It's just, yeah.
I'm not gonna...
Not that it belongs as a doorstop,
Correct.
but like it could fucking work as a doorstop. It could stop one of those fire doors.
Oh, yes. Because 640 pages is a tome.
Could you imagine dropping that on your bare foot?
Oh, I can imagine dropping that on my skull. Get a new dent. But this thing is big. I don't have...
Hear a hollow echo.
Yeah, I know, right? You're... But... I don't have a problem with Pathfinder 2nd edition. One of the last times we were over at Zia Records, we got a 2nd edition book for Pathfinder for $5.
Yeah.
Which it should have ran for $60.
Yeah, it should have.
They screwed up. They thought it was a 1st edition book, and they were just like, I was like, okay, cool, bye. I went through it. Huh?
I was making a joke. Continue.
Oh. And I was like, okay, cool. And I started to flip through it, and I noticed some of the numbers were varied. And then I said, well, I can use some of the stat blocks, just dumb it down a lot. And I do like some of the numbers and designs and some of the special features for certain creatures. I still need to dig through it and do more thinking. But
I think one of the things that has made Pathfinder strong is the fact that they worked with the different variations of D&D for so long, and they got to see what did and didn't work, especially seeing the mess that was 2 or even original 3 before 3.5.
Yeah,
because let's be honest, those early versions of D&D were a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
So this is a cool one. And what does it support again before you do that?
Right. So this supports LDF, which we've talked about before, which is
the legal defense. Yeah, okay, cool.
The Carl Brandon Society, which helps out against ethnic diversity and help racial equality, and same thing for the National Urban League.
Good shit.
Yeah. And as I said, I don't think I have a problem with Pathfinder 2nd edition. It's just, it's a lot already.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting a lot of maps out of this too, though. That's one of the cool things.
A lot of maps, a lot of campaigns, a lot of very interesting worlds. Maybe if you are a part of a 5e or even Call of Cthulhu, might be able to use some of this stuff, just as far as keeping your mind in that sort of mentality. Mm-hmm. But that leads me to...
I always like when you're able to take a game and you use it for inspiration for another game.
Yeah. So, come September, I've already got on pre-order. is my favorite area. And that is Icewind Dale.
It's a weird looking owl thing. What is that?
Yes. I kind of don't want to say. It is something that...
The chat's talking about favorite again.
Yeah.
So really quick, there's certain words I say that piss Justin off.
It
like
doesn't
Wiener
piss-
Schnitzel.
It doesn't piss me off. I just like making fun of you for it.
I don't know. You seem pretty bothered with Wiener Schnitzel.
That one gets me a little bit just because it's like, it's Wiener Schnitzel. It's...
Wiener Schnitzel.
Sure. But think of an area you go that's just past the mountains.
Okay.
Where it's nothing but snow and ice.
Okay.
As soon as you reach that area, you see no creatures, no wolves, no nothing. You decide to...
Write my name in the snow.
Yeah, sure. You write your name in the snow. You build a nice home out there to just live a new life. All of a sudden, you become missing. No one knows you went out there. All of a sudden, you see in your dreams nothing but an owl continuously approaching you.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, your vision is inside of that owl, and you can no longer find your body. Your soul was taken by that owl.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, that's just rude. But that's just one of the few stories that is out there in the Icewind Dale.
I like the concept of taking things up into like an ice world and stuff
this
like
is
that, so.
This is a horror story. This is horror story done in 5e, and I'm fucking ready for it.
Chat's talking to you.
Huh. It's literally spelled like this. Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Nuclear.
Nuclear!
Actually, I say nuclear, so.
I'm nuclear!
So, when does this come out?
This comes out September 18th. I have memorized the date.
Now, did you pre-order physical or did you pre-order a digital?
Physical through Amazon.
Cool. Good shit.
Yeah, I want this thing as soon as it comes out.
The chat's saying they're going to toss me in the sun if I pronounce it wrong.
That's fine. You can... See? Where's the extra U?
Oh, no, I say it the correct way. I just like to fuck with you. I had to actually stop and think on how to say it to fuck with you. So, back to Humble Bundle.
Back to Humble Bundle.
Because we got 2 more bundles still.
We do. So this is the monthly bundle that I tried to bring up last month, but didn't have a chance to, last week, but didn't have it until now. I already claimed some of this stuff, and some of it's kind of fun. Earthlock is kind of an interesting little RPG game. Ignore that. Well, actually, you don't have to ignore that, even if you notice it and put it in. It's already been activated, so... nice little RPG game. Very nice animations and colors and all that. It's alright. This one I watched Goon play, because he has access to my stuff. It's very out of this area. It can...
So it's called Yuppie Psycho for the people listening.
Yeah, Yuppie Psycho. It is very crazy.
It looks like it.
Yeah. It's like a horror RPG styled game. Goon's liking it so far. I don't know if I'm gonna dig through it. This one I gave away just because none of us really want it. Now it says $59.99. Its retail price is actually like $110.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm not one for these kind of games where it's Risk style. If I want to play Risk, I'll play Risk, and I'll kick your ass at Risk. But
it's alright, I got you on Monopoly.
That's fine. Monopoly is literally chance and motions. It's fine.
Well,
but
you gotta have good trading.
Bartering.
There you go.
Yeah, but for this, I don't want to fuck. No. I gave it away. I think I gave it to a D&D server that I'm a part of. I gave that to like one of the people I knew there. Void Bastards. We talked about this game before. I like it. You like it. It's a nice little roguelike game that
harder than I expected.
Yeah, you play a prisoner that has a few either defects or positives to certain areas, and you just go through in a first-person perspective against these nice little ghost. Look at that! That is a good enemy design.
Yeah, the enemy designs are really cool. The enemy powers are really cool. I think the only thing that bugged me about this game is if you died and you got a new character, that's fine, but it seems like no progress was ever made.
Well, that's the thing with roguelites is you die, you start over. That's one of the games I got not too long ago. Bit Dungeon. You die, you start all the way back at the beginning, but everything changes. So you're kind of having to go in through it again. I mean, I'm okay with roguelites because I'm used to those, I guess. Because I'm used to playing Binding of Isaac, where you have to start from the very beginning on a continuum. Moonhunters, yes. I gave that one away not too long ago. I like it having run a shop and then going at night to go fill up that shop with things that you go into a dungeon for. It's a nice coinciding. I liked it. Goon did not like it, I believe.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. Railway Empire, I don't think I'm going to touch this one. I don't know.
Crap, no. 2 different games. Laugh my ass off. It's probably something on this list. So, Railway Empires, which you had up.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it.
Scroll back up. Was there something else up there?
No. Boundless.
Moonlighter and
That's it. Moonlighter was one. Moonhunters. I think I have that one on Steam. I think Socks played that one. I don't recall. I would have to do a check and make sure. But even still, Railway Empire, it looks like a railway tycoon. Neutral.
Yeah, the tycoon games, there's a concept there. There's something I kind of like about them. But I think where I run into an issue is, like, after a bit, like, what's there doing?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's something to spend some time on, but I don't think I'm going to touch it any.
Yeah. I don't... Battlestar Galactica was not my thing.
Yeah, I know.
I know they got sued by Lucas because they ripped off the fucking Stormtroopers.
I don't think I'm going to activate this one either. I don't.
Season 1, so this is going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got on this list?
The Yuppie Psycho. Beat Hazard 2. If you have your music, you can play it. So if you listen to, like, really hardcore music, it goes along with it.
All right. The Fire and Flames.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It basically does a bunch of nonsensical. It kind of like is an Ikaruga style game where things are coming at you and you shoot it and all that good stuff. It's very bright and vibrant, so epilepsy warning. Just play something nice and then get used to it. Sigma Theory. This kind of gives me a what do they call it? Is it Pandemic?
Pandemic's the one where you are trying to fight the virus, and so you're going to different places in each country and stuff like that. That's
it. Then something similar to that, where you have, like, people of each nation as their, like, spies and whatnot, and there's, like, an internal espionage nonsense. At least that's what I get.
Interesting. Pandemic started as a board game.
Yeah. What's the one that I'm thinking of? What's the one that got pulled off of Steam and Xbox?
I think you're talking about Pandemic. Because Pandemic, I mean, it didn't get pulled off of Xbox, but...
Well, there was one that got pulled off of Steam.
Was it Plague?
That's it, Plague Inc. That's right. That's it. That's the game I was thinking of. Similar to that, but with espionage instead.
It's a childish thing to pull it off like that. Overreaction.
A little
I have Plague Inc. on my phone. It's fun. And honestly, it kind of gives you an understanding on how these things work.
Yeah. Metal Unit chapter update. I assume this is the chapter update is just to let us know. This looks like another Sultan Sanctuary Souls-like.
I don't like the artwork.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always okay with pixel art.
I don't know. It's not even that. There's something
wrong with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks very fast, but at the same time, giant mech dragons are always a cool thing to look at.
Yeah.
I'll probably do something about that. Don't Escape, 4 Days to Survive is a storytelling point-and-click adventure where you've got a limited amount of time each day to survive. I watched a friend play this, and, I mean, it's time management at its worst.
Okay.
It is, you got literal time to spend per day to fix things. You do it.
I don't know that I would like this then. That was one of the things that always bothered me about the Dead Rising games. Was something I was glad it was gone by Dead Rising. It took until Dead Rising 4, but I was like, don't put a time limit on me. Let me play my game.
Yeah, like 25 minutes left, click to finish the current day. That kind of thing. You know, where you got a very specific amount of time per day to do or time to travel.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, Script Builder is a very, very good writer as far as making these specific types of games. Roulette Swing is a swinging adventure game that you get to create your own maps, and it has very minimal story, but it's very vaporwavy, neutral. I might grab this one just because, well, still got games to grab. Basing Stoke. Huh.
You give me shit about not being able to say Google.
Yeah. I don't know.
What is this?
It looks like a top-down zombie game. And, like, it wants to be... There's another zombie game that is similar to this where you have to open up stuff, grab food, grab supplies, and then run away and go to your camp. Kind of like State of Decay, but in a top-down form. I might grab this one just because it's a cutesy little zombie fighter game that has survivalism as its backdoor. Sure. Whatever.
Alright. Interesting.
Earthlock, I talked briefly about. It looks pretty. I like it. I like this art style. I haven't really dug into it, and I want to, but time hasn't really been kind to me right now because there's been other things I've been doing. But look at that. That's pretty.
Are you playing League again?
I played League this morning, so yes.
No, it does look pretty.
And I got super salty this morning, too.
Because of League?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into that in a second. Is there anything else on this list?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. So this is what you guys can pick from. The way the Humble Choice works is you get to pick several of these games. How many?
You get, well, with this one, you now pay 40% off for this month, and you get 9 choices.
Okay. So, I mean, got a couple wins in here, you got a couple fails in here, so a little bit for everyone, I guess. If you want to support us, check out how we got the Humble Partner.
Yep.
Was out of screen. Humble Partner right there. We've got a link there that will basically give Justin the ability to buy more Humble shit, and then you'll see it streamed on this channel eventually.
Yes. Now that I got peepers that I can now see things.
You can see things.
I can see things. I don't have to do this anymore.
So why'd you get salty at League?
So okay, I have a hard time with people who don't know how to play their champions, and then when it comes down to me not being able to play my champion, that's when I get mad at myself.
You don't like looking like a fool?
Kind of.
Okay.
Because we only played 2. The first match, we won, and it was because of the enemy's hubris. They could have won at any time, but we pushed it. Like they had our nexus down to like nothing, and we pushed them all the way back, and then won. And then we played with the same people again, and I was playing Vi, and I was just chewing up the scenery. I died a lot, and I was like, I think 2 and 12, 2 and 15.
So is it just a character you didn't know how to use?
No, I fucking love Vi. It's just I was misplaying a lot. And then I just got all mad at myself, and I kind of just pushed away from Goon and Socks early this morning, and I just kind of sat back and listened to music. Salt and me don't go along well.
No. I'm trying to think if I got real salty at the game at all.
You were getting kind of like back when you played it was Rocket League.
Oh no, I meant more recently. I've gotten salty at plenty of games. Putting me online against anyone in Mortal Kombat is an immediate way to get me to fucking like put a controller through a screen.
Yeah,
I've never actually done that, but I'm trying to think of recently. I got a little pissed off at 76. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76. I'm trying to think what the fuck it was. Some ugly multiple fucking teeth thing I was fighting today. I killed one, then was killing the second one, and out of nowhere, a fucking level 40 came around the corner. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, fuck me, right? I'm fighting level fucking 12s, and a 40 walks around the corner.
Oh, that.
And I'm not even a level 20. But no, I don't think I've played anything lately that got me too salty. But I also don't play many things online anymore. So, and online is a good way to get some salt out of me. So.
Yeah, me, I'm a big salty boy that needs to not be salty boy. So I need to figure out a way to just chill the fuck out.
So we got one more Humble Bundle here. I have little to no experience with Warhammer. It's a little intimidating, honestly.
It can be. There is a lot of lore there. So with Warhammer, you have the 14 different allied factions, and then you got the orcs, and then you got the vermin, and then you've got there's so much. There's so many different types of factions, and
I have Vermintide for free.
And Vermintide 2.
Yeah, maybe it's Vermintide 2 I have for free. Do I have both?
Yeah, both.
Okay. Never played them.
Think Left 4 Dead, but
see, that's not a way to sell me on a game.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you know that that's the style of game.
I swear I was the only person that didn't like that fucking game.
That's fine. I mean, if Goon tonight, as soon as I get home, says, "Hey, you want to play Left 4 Dead?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure," and play like one map and then be done with it. Just because it's a nice little thing to burn off a little bit of time and call it a day.
Yeah, my thing was, it just felt like, oh hey, here's this entire game that doesn't matter because it's run through the map.
Yeah.
So
it's a time waster with
back to Warhammer. So there's a bunch of factions and shit like that. So for $1, you're getting, are these four games or?
Yep.
Okay, so you get 4 games. You get Warhammer 4000 Kill Team. You get Vermintide or End Times Vermintide, 4000 Dawn of War, and Legacy of Dorn, Herald of Oblivion.
This one's the old one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one's a really old one, where it's a lot of reading. But yeah, no, Vermintide is one of the really good go-tos, just because you play one of 4 very loosely put classes, and then it's similar, but there's a story there. There's a story there,
and you're dealing with rats.
Yeah, well, vermin and
rats.
Yeah, sure.
All right, what else? So that's the $1 mark. You're getting 4 games for $1. It's not bad.
Yeah, and one of which is worth about maybe 30 on its own. Then you move up to the average, which right now at this very point is $7.31. You get Dawn of War 2, Gothic Armada, Sanctus Reach set, which has, I think, 2 different games a part of that. And I believe those are the top-down, plan them out type of real-time strategy. And you also get Deathwatch Enhanced Edition, which I think is new. Like it just got updated not too long ago.
It's another top-down type of thing. Another
top-down, and this one has more action economy style to make sure that you're not losing everything. For $13, you gain the Space Marine Collection, Dawn of War 3, which came out 2 years ago, not too long ago. And Blood Bowl 2, which is for those who like to play football with their Warhammer.
Honestly, Blood Bowl always kind of looked interesting to me. It was on sale a while back for the Xbox, and I considered getting it and talked myself out of it last minute. Because I don't play Madden anymore. I haven't played Madden in...
John Madden.
Shit. I think the last Madden game I played was still on PlayStation 2. But this looked like a fun... maybe not new, but fun take on things. So, and then there's a bonus section.
You just get one free month of Humble Choice, which is the new Humble Bundle Monthly.
Gotcha.
Hey,
all right.
Hey,
and this goes to support.
This all goes to support Special Effect, which is one of my favorites. Is
that gonna become a shirt?
Favorite?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. And of course, you get to choose your own, which mine is always going to be Doctors Without Borders. Cool. I've always enjoyed Doctors Without Borders, and that will be my choice of charity from the very foreseeable future.
Yeah, good shit.
Nyum.
So lots of make sure you move it over.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, lots of good shit there on Home Bundle this time, and that's just us talking about some of the ones that jumped out at us. There's so much stuff on Home Bundle, it's insane. The home bundles that normally get me, or when they do like graphic audio, those are the graphic readings of audiobook, not graphic readings of audiobooks, the audiobooks of graphic novels.
Yes.
I bought the DC one when they did that, and I haven't even gotten close to finishing everything I got from it because I bought the top one. I got all of them. Oh. And I mean, you're talking, they do full sound effects and everything for these things. They're really good.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really good. Let's go ahead and... Well, let's hit the Twitch Prime while we're still on the subject of Humble Bundle and talk about things you're getting.
Okay.
So for Twitch Prime people, which I am one of and you are one of,
yes.
It comes with your Amazon Prime if you don't know that.
Yep.
You get a bunch of different stuff for games, and one of the things that jumped out at us this time was Hyperscape,
which we found out that it seemed like it had a little bit of a story, and someone was doing some weird stuff in this Ready Player One style area. And we were like, okay. And then I was like, but I've seen this before. And I said, hold on. And then it showcased that it was a battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like,
Yeah, battle royale's not really for me.
But then I made a mention. I said, wait a minute, this has a story. And
Which
you were like,
kind of draws me back in.
there you go. And I was like, okay. I said Apex got a loose story. This one seems to have a bigger story. But luckily for us, seeing as we're Twitch Prime, we're just going to make a quick mention of it. You get some free stuff.
Yeah, and it's an open beta right now, and it looks like you're getting 2 guns, some weird baton thing, and a backpack. I don't know what the fuck that is.
1 melee weapon, 1 celebration, 1 emblem, 2 weapon designs, 1 deployment pod.
I have no idea what that is. It's Clay.
I didn't
sign in.
Wait. Am I not signed in right now?
I mean, we're on Twitch.
You motherfricker. I'll do it when I get home.
Do it when you get home. It's funny, the celebration thing. I just got a celebration pack in 76. It's the lunch boxes. And so you open them and the confetti comes out and then something happens. And I'm like, this is a cool little thing. Don't ever give this to me again because I don't give 2 shits about it because I don't play with other people. So they had a rando that joined my team. And so I purposely went and opened a lunchbox. It's like, yeah, I got to celebrate with a friend. I don't play with people. So the I don't know if that's what the deployment pod is, but if that's what it is, like, oh hey, we're celebrating.
Nah, press X to doubt. I don't know what it's gonna do.
This looks interesting.
It does.
Is this by Ubisoft? Right?
This is for the Ubisoft thing.
Yeah, Ubisoft Forward.
Yeah, because Ubisoft did a little bit of a private expo.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
A few companies did that. And
so you got some more Assassin's Creed stuff from this. You got another look at Watch Dogs, which finally has a concrete date, we think. And we got the Far Cry 6 trailer, which looked all right. Now, the thing I can say is Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion. There's a cicada outside. Hopefully you can't hear it. Valhalla. I can't talk today. I don't know what the fuck's up. And Far Cry 6 all have the same price points from regular, gold, and ultimate edition. The ultimate edition of these games is $119.
Let's go.
For a digital game.
Yep.
What the fuck am I getting that's worth $119? I've got bills that are like utilities that don't even cost that much. I don't know. I think Ubisoft's getting a little crazy out there with their packs and shit.
Oh, I'm concurring because one of the things that you wanted me to
about to talk about this.
like, okay, I love this trailer. This trailer makes me go, oh hell yeah, because it's literally an entire
Siege.
It's Siege, it's Splinter Cell, it's Ghost Recon. It's everything combining itself.
Yeah, it's the Tom Clancy universe.
It's the Tom Clancy universe. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, because there's Montaigne, there's Caveira, there's, I think, Rico? I don't remember his name. And then you get Sam Fisher later, and then you got El Sueño being freed, and everything just feels so great. It's for fucking mobile.
I mean... You guys have phones, don't you?
Yeah. Now, am I mad at it? Not really. I mean, I'll probably grab it on my computer with BlueStacks and play it.
Let's be honest. People want mobile. Maybe not for everything, but there's definitely a mobile market.
Yes.
I have a mobile game that I play consistently. I'm right now currently fighting with myself because I'm doing the podcast. I'm like, war is active.
Yeah.
But... it would be nice to see something with these characters, on something other than mobile, PC, console, whatever. I'm a little tired of the fact that Sam Fisher's become a side character in things, personally.
Yeah, he needs another one, but at the same time, in his last one, what was it?
Convictions?
Yeah, Convictions. He was getting kind of old.
So set it earlier in his timeline.
Make
it a prequel.
A prequel sequel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or make a new guy and have Sam be his handler or something. There's ways you can work with it. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, even with his age, it wasn't weird working with him in the first Wildlands.
No.
I feel like they are kind of forgetting the guy whose back this was all built on.
Oh yeah.
That's the best way I can put it.
Oh yeah. A lot of YouTubers got Assassin's Creed Valhalla early Not the whole game, of course, but
A little snippet.
a little snippet, and a lot of them gave some pretty good leeway into the knowledge. I haven't watched any of it because I want the experience myself.
Yeah, I think the thing that's going to make me buy the game is the time era, the concept of Norse and all that. Because honestly, I'm playing Odyssey. Sorry, I'm playing Odyssey and I'm enjoying it. And I think the Greek stuff's the main reason I'm enjoying it.
Okay,
I'm
not.
I think the Egyptian stuff's what really made me enjoy Origins the little bit that I did. Because Origins, I didn't enjoy all that much. I think what kept me there was the Egyptian stuff.
Same.
So I think that's going to possibly be the same thing with this one. Hopefully, the game itself feels good.
Oh yeah. I mean, it looks. I did see a little bit.
I did a 31-minute full freaking gameplay on IGN.
Oh yeah.
So. And
I mean, I'm keen to watch more of it. If I honestly feel like I'm dissuading myself, I'll be like, let me take a look.
Odyssey was the best. Too bad it made my computer shit itself every time I entered Athens.
I mean, all of the Assassin's Creed games were kind of heavy on like in any of the major cities from like probably Assassin's Creed 3 on. Like Unity, you go into one of the main cities and that just shits all over itself because of all the buildings.
That's coming from people that I don't know about Barbosa, but in your case, that have decent systems. Like you have a decent PC.
Yeah.
It runs fine on the Xbox. I mean, I have occasional. And I have an annoying neighbor. I have a really old PC. I have occasional weird moments in the game. Bodies kind of glitching, things like that. But I've never had anything that's broken or crashed the game.
No.
I definitely have certain games that do that, though. I remember the weirdness of Injustice 2. It was Injustice 2. It was Injustice 1. Where the fight went into like slow motion.
Oh yeah, that was 1.
Oh, was it 1? Okay, yeah. That was a weird thing there, and I'm like, I don't know what to blame. I'm assuming blame the game, not the console. I mean, game.
It was really weird. We weren't online. It just was doing that.
Yeah, couch, not co-op, but versus.
Yeah, and then we went over to we quickly downloaded Injustice 2 and played that, and it was smooth sailing.
So there's always weird moments in games.
The Watch Dogs Legion trailer was fine.
Yeah, it looked good. We've seen plenty of this game. I just want the damn game already.
And then we saw the Far Cry 6 trailer. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good villain setup.
I liked it.
And I like the concept of maybe we're getting a little bit more, like you said, urban. That was set off stream, but we have a bit more of an urban setting. I'm just curious to know what the hero is going to be, like what your character is going to be.
It's going to be another Libertati. It's going to be another one who's there for liberty and against the injustices of.
But it's always interesting seeing the way they do it. So like Far Cry, I don't remember what one was.
Far Cry 3 was literally a guy on vacation who gets turned into a hero.
Yeah, Far Cry 3 is the vacation. Far Cry 4 is a guy that just wants to put his mother's ashes at the resting place. Mm-hmm. Far Cry 4 is a U.S. Marshal that ends up getting stranded when his team's taken out or kidnapped. I didn't play New Dawn. Or I haven't played New Dawn.
That one just seems like it's not.
It's set after the bomb drop of Fallout 4. It's the same map as 4, or not 4, 5. Fallout. My mind is everywhere today.
Far
Cry. It's set from the bomb drop of Far Cry 5.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same map as 5. It's been altered by the bomb drop and everything. Kind of how Primal's the same map of 4.
You want to know my favorite Far Cry?
3.
Blood Dragon.
Oh, Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon was fun.
Literally the 3-hour secondary campaign. That
if you did what I did and got all the collectibles, this is a little more than 3 hours.
5.
Yeah, I 100% of that bitch.
It wasn't hard.
No,
it was very fun to do.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
The fucking references were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The music got me.
I think the only thing I didn't like was with my color deficiency, the color was fucking with me.
Yeah, that would
have I get why the color's not I'm not mad about it. It's just for me personally it sucked. This was an interesting thing.
I went through it. So Devolver always does something very interesting during their expo.
Like shooting their CEO on stage.
Yeah, like shooting their CEO on stage and then defibrillating them and then having their dreams be the game trailers and all that nonsense. Sure, whatever, man. Or having the CEO going up and just shooting crowd members.
The Devolver's weird.
Devolver's weird, but I love it. So what they did this time around, seeing as, quarantine, all that, and they didn't want to record more of that nonsense, they just said, we're going to have the team behind Weird West, which is one of the games that they pushed here, work on a first-person shooter-esque that where you go into an
expo,
a closed-off expo that is specifically for Devolver. And you go to their different booths, and you see all of the trailers that they have. One for Carrion, one for Weird West, one for Shadow Warrior 3, so on. And all the areas have like little light interactables, and then there's collectibles for unannounced games.
Mm-hmm.
You find all that subset of collectibles for those unannounced games. You get the trailers for those. I already seen them elsewhere. I'm not going to announce them here because
go play it.
It's actually really fun to go into the areas and find these things and experience this. Very light gameplay, a little bit of puzzle, and then at the very end a boss battle. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing to do.
Half hour, not even.
But it's a cool way to have a little bit of fun during a fucked up situation.
Yeah,
and get their stuff out there still.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Carrion. Carrion, where you play the literal creature that devours everything.
That's coming to. I think that got announced coming to Game Pass. I think.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I think. Don't quote me.
I'm gonna
Google it. I think it's coming to Game Pass.
Oh,
there you go. Brought up the bird.
Oops. I'm just gonna go right into the Xbox thing and see what the fuck's up.
Xbox
coming soon to Game Pass. Let's go!
Yeah, I was pretty sure that's what I saw. So
cool. So, I'm excited for this. You literally become this.
You're the monster escaping the lab.
Thing that just slings its weird tentacle.
What I love is they look like AIM agents.
Yeah.
Or Hydra agents.
I'm so excited. I want to play as something that's just gonna rip and tear and be something.
Are you gonna listen to Rip and Tear while you're ripping and tearing?
Don't tempt me with a good time. I'm excited.
No, it looks like it'll probably be fun. Yeah, this will get downloaded when it comes out. While we're talking about Game Pass, though, I got a few things we're gonna hit.
Sure.
First of all, no more Xbox Ones. They've officially halted production on Xbox One. It's done.
That's fine.
With the Series X coming out, and with as many as have sold, what's sold is going to sell, unless people want second consoles, third consoles, things like that. I swear I'm going to find my neighbor that does that. The other thing
don't
is...
Don't drive it on Thursdays.
Don't drive on Thursdays. Don't drive past my house on Thursdays. We got some new games to Game Pass. You realize that's up on stream right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Why am I not supposed to?
No, I was just making sure you know.
Oh, yeah, I know.
If this would work with me. All right, so we've got something I thought you would like, a Neon Abyss. If you want to pull it up. So Neon Abyss just came to Game Pass. Do not play the trailer. That'll make noise. But it's, it's a roguelite. It's platformer.
Oh.
Yeah. So for anyone that's not seeing it, the name makes sense. It's bright colors. It's neon colors. It's crazy guns. It's just run around, shoot, and kill shit from platform to platform.
Okay, so this is like a what is it called? Binding of Isaac, but in a sideways variant.
It's a platformer. It's I'm
definitely gonna grab this when I get home.
I'm trying to think of another game that would be a good example for this.
You don't really get too much of this. Like I said, Binding of Isaac would probably be the closest thing.
Yeah. So this one just hit Game Pass.
Hold on. Enter the Gungeon.
There you go. I purposely brought that one up because I thought you would like it.
Yeah.
We also got Warband. which is a Mount and Blade Warband. I don't know anything about this one. I think it's one of those army simulating ones. Here we go.
Yeah, it's old if I recall. I think I have this on
2010.
Yeah.
So that just hit Game Pass as well. This one I probably won't download. And then the last one is one you actually had heard of that I hadn't, which was Forager. Forager. Which looks like a cutesy little run around and collect shit and kill things on weird shaped islands.
Yeah.
Is that a fair assumption?
Sure.
Okay.
It is very simplistic. Like, look how simple this is. There are maybe 40 colors on screen. If that, I'll say 64. It's a 64-bit game.
Cute little figures and stuff. Now, leaving soon, we're losing Ash's Cricket, which, whatever, I don't play cricket. Banner Saga 3, and... I
would say grab Banner Saga 3. Play that.
It's leaving soon, so...
Get it.
And then Rhyme.
Rhyme's okay. It's a good game to go through, but if I had to pick between Rhyme and Banner Saga.
Yeah, so grab that, play it before it's gone.
Yeah.
The other thing is, have you heard about xCloud?
What?
xCloud.
xCloud.
Yeah, xCloud.
X gonna give it to you?
No, xCloud.
Wait for you to get it on your own. X gonna deliver it to you. Knock, knock. Open up the door.
We're gonna have to send him money if you don't stop.
The stainless steel.
I don't want to send him any money. So xCloud, it's essentially Xbox's attempt at making it to where right now you have crossplay. You can play a game on the Xbox, you can play the game on PC. You can pick it up and move it over.
Okay.
This would make it to where you can now move it to your phone or your tablet.
You don't say.
Yeah. It's being included in the Game Pass subscription now. The top one that I pay for, the $14.99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's part of that now without the price going up. So once this launches, which I think is set for September, it's automatically included in those subscriptions.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder what games are going to be compatible with that.
I don't know. I'm assuming it'll be a lot of the smaller things, probably things like Forager and stuff like that. I don't see being able to play Doom on your phone. At least not well. Maybe original Doom. But not the current stuff. So speaking of streaming games, Hitman just hit Stadia. The only reason I know is because Io sent me an email about it, and I was like, I don't give two shits about that.
I wanted to keep it a secret.
What, Hitman 3?
Yeah.
I know about it.
Oh. They just dropped
You really thought I didn't know about it?
Yeah, they just dropped another trailer today.
It's one of my
favorite.
It's one of my favorite game series.
Yeah. They just dropped another trailer for it.
I just hope this one's a little more Favorite. I'm just hoping this one's a little more
John Favreau
enjoyable for me than 2 was. 2 I didn't hate, but there were parts of 2 I just kind of...
Yeah, I think you and I both enjoy Blood Money.
Oh, Blood Money's the best.
Oh, yeah.
If I can get Blood Money with like the new game controls, perfect. Like someone needs to mod the old levels.
In that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
This was actually something pretty cool that I had come across. Ghost of Tsushima? Okay. There's a T there. So that's why I kept going. So they've got a black and white version, which is to honor like old Japanese movies and stuff like that. And it actually looks really cool.
I like it.
This is a good screenshot here. They also did a screenshot where it's just the main character's face. They did like the color one, and then next to it they did the black and white one. That doesn't look like it's on this, but this is actually some pretty cool looking stuff. I don't think I would actually play the game in this, but this would be great for like a photo mode, or like if you could switch to this, do like a battle and record the battle and then switch back. I don't know how the addition is going to work, but I don't see actually fully playing it. It's just like them doing the darker black and white thing for Batman or for the Walking Dead games.
That would probably be my new game plus. Like if I was already done with it, I would probably go through it and
okay, I can see that. But, what do you got next that you want to talk about?
Let's do this.
All right, what is this?
So you and I don't like boats. Well, the ocean.
I don't like open ocean.
Yes.
The boat's fine.
Yeah.
A lake is fine.
That's fine. What if you were stranded on a boat that was sinking?
I'm shooting myself.
Okay.
I'm going for a lifeboat.
Okay. Well, this kind of gives you that very claustrophobic feeling that neither one of us like.
Mm-hmm.
And in a more horror setting because there's something else with you.
Oh, goody. So this is one of those run and hide, you can't fight type of things?
I don't know. The trailer didn't exactly give too much.
The rats are taking off.
Yeah, rats always head toward dry land.
The sinking boat would not be the problem provided I can get to the top, which would be a challenge, and I'm assuming is the challenge of this game.
Yeah.
It's the, crap, where do I go now?
Yeah.
I've reached the top of the boat. I'm still in the middle of the ocean. That's what I take issue with.
Yeah.
That and not knowing what's underneath me.
And I mean...
Oh, well, that guy, he just got a gun.
Oh, he just shot. Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
So the game is called Under.
That's probably going to scare the crap out of me.
It's probably going to do pretty well because, I mean, it does lighting well. It does claustrophobia well. I don't know. I noticed it and I was super into it.
Do we have platforms for it?
Boarding later this year on... doesn't have nothing on nothing. I love it. Love it. PC and consoles.
There we go. PC and consoles later this year. I'm assuming probably not next gen. It'll probably just port over.
Maybe. And here's a little bit more because we didn't exactly get the audio on it. Alexander Doctor is a World War I veteran who must escape a sinking ocean liner, but he's not alone below decks.
Yeah, it was a pretty big boat for no other people, too. Plenty of rats, but...
Oh, plenty of rats. What if they were turned into rats?
Bedknobs and Broomsticks? Wait, no. Is that the movie? Or they turn the kids into rats? Or is that witches? Whatever.
Turn them into cats. Go hocus pocus.
No, the witches turn them into... Never mind. So, do you want to talk about the rest of yours? Or do you want me to hit some more of mine?
Let's hit some of yours.
All right. Well, we've actually got one in the same, so if you want to click on that very first thing right there.
This one?
Yeah, we both had this one.
Okay.
So, No Man's Sky.
So, I played No Man's Sky when it very first came out.
I did not.
I did not mind it. It's just, it overstayed its welcome very quickly because it didn't have a lot of content.
What was promised.
I didn't feel too cheated out because with what was promised was a full space exploration, this, that. Sure, there was a couple things that were said at the beginning and it never made right on. Some of the trading aspects were kind of muddled because it was like, I don't understand this creature's language. I just chose the wrong option. It's now mad at me. Okay. And in short, this update makes you kind of want to go back because it adds abandoned ships that are covered in these alien things and all this.
So they're saying they're saying like haunted space freighters and aliens and shit like that, and that's all great. It also comes with freighter customization and improved combat too. So I have not yet played it. This does kind of make me want to play it. Is this going to be free or is this a DLC?
You bet your ass it's going to be free.
Okay, so we get No Man's Sky through Game Pass. I could play this then.
Yeah. One of the first comments on this IGN video is No Man's Sky has the greatest redemption arc in gaming history. I can concur with that because the build, the foundation update that was maybe 4 or 5 major updates ago, actually made me want to go back to it then. But alas, I had other things on my plate at that time, and I kind of left it to the wayside. I now want to go back. I want to go back.
All right, yeah. So we might take a jump back into for you jump back, for me to jump in to No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Overwatch just did an update.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch, but McCree,
yeah, with Matthew Mercer.
Okay, he has a nose spray.
Nose?
Yeah. Not anymore, though. So they got rid of it, and they're doing this new thing called Bad Luck to replace it. I'm wondering if that has something to do with the pandemic. Like, if they went, maybe not have a character sneezing on people.
I don't get it.
Don't get what?
Like, hold on, let me take a look at this spray that we're talking about here. Noose.
Noose?
Noose.
Then I read an article that was all wrong, and I apologize. Never mind. This has been removed for a completely different reason.
Yeah, Noose spray horseshoe with the text bad luck.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I was like, nose?
Yeah.
I actually recall having that.
So I understand why they removed that, I guess.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm neutral to it.
I don't like Blizzard.
I haven't played Overwatch since
I don't like Overwatch even without it being Blizzard. So
Sigma. And I love Sigma as a character, but God, his kid is god awful for a tank.
My notes cooperate, please? Thank you.
And here you have the brand new phone.
Well, I mean, it's not a phone thing. I don't think it's more of a
screen
issue.
Like, I like all the character designs. I just can't wrap my head around it being a competitive game and having these terrible builds, especially with Echo being as god awful as she is.
You know what's funny? There's a photo for the next thing I'm going to talk about next to this one.
Oh.
Yeah, so my next article, or my next news, Red Dead Redemption fans are pissed off. I only have had Red Dead Redemption for a few months. This is Red Dead Redemption 2 we're speaking of. I've only had it for a few months, so I don't have this issue yet, but I definitely see it being an issue soon. There's no fucking content for online. It's gotten very repetitive very quickly. The game's been out for
8 months?
About a year.
Really?
It's coming up on a year, yeah.
Really?
With no meaningful updates to the online world. Weird thing is they did do an update that someone pointed out to the main game that almost completely changed your character. There's all these like subtle changes that they did. So there's a guy that refuses to update his version of Red Dead Redemption because he plays it with the true main character, is what he says. It's an interesting thing. But then this protest fans are saying basically we're going to just go around dressed as clowns and riding donkeys, and we're going to do a big meetup. So if you're playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and you decided they are kind of fucking you over online, you might want to join in on this clown thing. I don't have the clown suit, so I would have to go and get it, but I also don't play online all that much anymore. I got tired of just making sure I got on every day to do at least one daily so I would get enough gold to buy everything in the game. And now between that and Twitch Prime, I have all the shit I was trying to get and have no real reason to buy it now.
Nope.
So, damn, I was really hoping it actually was a nose spray because that would sound hilarious. You don't think so?
No. So, I'll slide back over to League for 2 seconds. They've announced a lot of stuff. A new champion that is basically a half deer, half woman centaur-like. That is a jungle that, you know, is Scottish accent. All this very interesting character that has a pretty okay kit. But with that comes a few very, very flowery style of skins that come for Thresh, etc., etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of new skins. And then this comes out. The Path, an Ionian myth. And at the very end, it kind of teases up the new character, we think. And I think this might be a character in game, Yasuo, and his brother. And with his brother comes a new Darken, which is the weapon that he wields that is about to be in view right there, that big dark blade. It usually with those types of blades they take over, and he now wears a mask, and it's super interesting. League is now starting to get better with storytelling. I just wish they would be a little more quicker on it, but that's just a personal gripe. Get out of here, stalker.
I don't. League doesn't do anything for me.
Nah.
I don't see the point in getting salty. So, I do like. We've talked in the past about the growing of the company and whatnot, and how I'm glad they're doing other things, but I'm burnt out on card games and stuff like that anyways. So I have nothing to add to this.
Wait. Whoa. Hold on. That was a lot of damage. Okay, wham, bam. Where did his health bar go? That was no one else helped with that. That was ridiculous. I'm already done watching that. On to the next story. Yeah, Outriders. I've never seen someone do that much burst damage. Like, I mean, Rengar, full AP Rengar back in Season 4, I've seen that. But nothing that recent.
Do you think it needs to be nerfed?
Oh, already, yes.
Okay.
Unless that Ezreal was just...
What are these advertisements we're getting on the side of YouTube? Why are they trying to sell us Teen Wolf and Agent Cody Banks?
And they're free.
With ads.
With ads.
I mean, I love Teen Wolf. Cody Banks, whatever.
So Outriders, I didn't understand the trailer the first time I watched it. It looks like a nice little shoot 'em up style game, first person, third person. Doesn't exactly tell anything. It looks fine. It looks pretty.
They kind of did a Destiny pose here, if you ask me.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of Kate
like,
right there.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's trying to be Destiny now.
But Holiday 2020, made by people Can Fly, who did Bulletstorm.
Okay. And it's coming to all consoles.
All consoles.
Including the Stadia.
Including the poor Stadia.
Now, what I find interesting, when it says Xbox One and Xbox Series X, I'm curious if there's two versions of the game. Is there an Xbox One version and an Xbox Series X version?
Yes, because also if you look over here, it's
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. But I'm wondering if they actually went through and made different versions, depending, like, it'll function better if you buy the Series X version versus buying the Xbox One version and playing it on the Series X. Because the Series X is supposed to be backwards compatible to all the Xbox One games.
I don't see a problem with either or.
No, I'm just saying, if I were to play Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, it's going to look different than playing it on the Switch.
You're correct.
Right? It's two different versions of the game.
You are correct.
So is there two different versions of Outsiders when it comes to Xbox? This is what I'm curious about.
Then yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Because what if you don't have a console at all and you buy the Series X? Do you have to buy the Xbox One version?
No, you would buy the Series X version.
There you go then.
But I'm curious, if you buy the Xbox One version because you don't have a Series X, and then you eventually go and buy a Series X, do you have the same game, or would it be worth you to go and rebuy the game?
I think it would be an uprender. Not as heavy as an uprender.
The game would still function the same. I'm talking it would be purely graphical in the way it runs.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Before you do the next tab,
right.
I got a couple things. So Game Grumps released a game. It was announced a while ago. It looks like a fun little platform side scrolly thing. What was it? Russian
Battle Royale.
Yeah,
it was a Russian game. No, Soviet game.
Soviet game. That's what it was. Russian, Soviet, and Soviet Union.
Yeah,
that was close. So I mean, if you want to go support YouTubers making games, I mean, check it out. Justin's a Game Grumps fan. He likes it.
Funny.
I even wrote nose.
You even wrote nose. Did it say nose on the article?
I'm telling you, the article I found did.
Okay.
The article you pulled up was not the article I found.
Okay.
So, we already talked about that. So, Bungie has delayed the newest Destiny 2 expansion, Beyond Light, which was now set for... they've now set it for November 10th. Originally was set for September 22nd. Bungie promised more communication on the upcoming Beyond Light features in the coming months and information on how this new plan will impact Seasons of Arrivals. Seasons of Arrivals is supposed to run until September 22nd, so now I guess it's going to run until November 10th.
So what you're telling me is Bungie doing Bungie things?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean...
I got nothing to say. I like Destiny as a story, but as a game, I
liked Destiny as a game. I liked Destiny 2 a little bit, but was a little let down when it came out.
Now, I enjoyed Crucible just because...
Crucible's a fun concept.
Yeah, I fucking love the Crucible just because it was
Wait a minute. No, Crucible is just the player versus player. That's not what I'm thinking about.
You like Gambit.
Gambit is a fun concept.
Yeah, you like Gambit. I was neutral to Gambit. I just like the idea of running around and popping suckers in the head with Ace in the Hole. Or
Gotcha. Not Ace in the Hole.
Something Ace, I think.
I don't remember. I didn't get it, but I know what you're talking about. I didn't get it. Yeah, Ace of Spades. Yeah. Who was Ace? Ace is Cade's son.
Yeah. But even still, I enjoyed that. I loved all the revolvers, now thinking about it.
I didn't really use them. I'm more of a sniper, or what I've been using. I was using Sweet Business for a while. I have Hard Light right now.
Okay.
But I mean, which is funny because I play a hunter and I don't use the revolver. I mean, I use the golden gun power up.
But it doesn't require you to need a no.
So, I got one more thing before we do our yeah.
Okay.
Henry Cavill put a thing on his Instagram.
Okay.
Kind of streamlined it and cut out all the middle stuff and just kind of slapped it together and put it on his Instagram.
Okay.
He built a PC.
I can respect that.
But he did it sexy.
Did he do it shirtless?
No, but he's got a lot of muscle showing and yeah, stuff like that. So
okay. I may not like Batman v Superman. I may not like his version of Superman too much.
He's not the problem.
He is not the problem, but he's still a very attractive gentleman.
Yeah.
I will say that right now.
And from Irishman, really nice guy.
Oh, yeah. He seems like he would be.
I haven't watched the Mission Impossible that he's in yet, but I've always liked that moment of him.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill. Yeah. Superman.
Yeah.
The chat's confused.
Yeah. I guess it.
But in the trailer for Mission Impossible, he like cocks his hands. Like he's getting ready for the fight. I was like, what is that? Like, okay. It's intimidating, whatever it is. But yeah, he built a PC sexually.
Freaking chest bumps.
Big arms.
Big man.
Yeah. So,
Big man.
For anyone that's been locked in the house too long and needs to go check out Henry Cavill.
I mean, a couple years ago, God, what is his name? Terry Crews built one with his son.
Yeah, but I mean, his son's there. That's not sexy.
Yeah,
Oh, he said the chat's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the name." I was like, I thought it was a question, like, "Who's Henry Cavill?" Like, he's Superman. I don't know who else to tell you. He's the Witcher.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Still have not watched it.
Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Do the butt it up.
Butt up, shoe news.
As I throw my pencil.
Wow, I didn't see the bottom.
I can't read that.
No.
Okay. That's impossible. Ooh, I like the pins. So yeah, Adidas and Star Wars.
Adidas.
They're really just the insole. It's got Luke and it's got the stairs. If you want to scroll down a little bit more, it'll give us the price right there. They're $120. It's the Star Wars. I was going to read. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Star Wars Cross Adidas Stan Smith Luke Skywalkers. $120. Releases on the 23rd of this month. You can buy it directly from Adidas, I think at 10 p.m. Scroll down. 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Eastern time. They look nice, but they're very light colored, and then it's going to run to the problem we always worry about, and that's dirt.
It's going to show everything.
I mean, these ones, I'm wearing my Spider-Man ones. You can already see the scuff marks.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, well, okay, it's not as bad as, you've had them for 2 months now?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, I mean, it's just whatever.
I mean, I switch them out. I have more than one pair of shoes.
Oh,
but,
okay.
So they're a very light, kind of, it's like an off-white.
Cream.
Cream, okay. Blue sole, darker blue on the back. It's got Luke on the front with it saying Star Wars, and it's got the Rebel Alliance logo on the back. Yeah. I kept thinking Republic. I'm like, that's not right.
That's not right.
And that's got a little lace-in thing that I think says Star, or says Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says Star.
I'm
assuming
the
other
one say
one,
Wars?
I was going to say the other one probably says Wars. And then on the actual bottom of the shoe, it says no, and it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, it says Wars.
It says Wars. And then, all right, I can respect it. Yeah. I would just want a dark. Oh, I was about to say if that was a darker one.
Yeah, like that'd be cool. A Darth Vader one. They should do like father and son. Ooh, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen that movie.
From the 70s. Fuck off.
People were born after the movie came out.
That doesn't stop them from seeing it. One of your favorite movies. Literally from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you.
No, I think it's a really well done, non-aggressive shoe.
Yeah.
It's simple.
It's very simple. I can respect this shoe.
I didn't hear Sock screaming about shoe news in the chat. Did she disappear on us?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's her favorite part.
It's her favorite part.
And do you have anything else?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
All right, then I'm gonna end it with I got one movie news, and there wasn't a lot to say. Theaters are supposed to be opening back up by the end of the month. So we are getting a new trailer for New Mutants, the movie that just refuses to release.
I am worried about this movie.
It's not. You can't blame Disney. They're not.
No.
That's all a Fox thing.
I'm not blaming anyone, but
No, Fox fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, how many producers, how many directors, how many publicists had this movie had?
I don't think the movie went through a lot of directors.
Okay, producers then.
Maybe through a lot of producers. At least it's not the fucking new Uncharted movie. That thing cannot hold on to a fucking director. But New Mutants, on the 23rd of this month, they're going to do a Comic-Con at home, and they're going to have the stars there and everything, and you're going to be able to do like a virtual con type of thing and talk to them, and yeah, to promote the movie, and there's going to be a new trailer and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
that I actually can respect a lot.
Disney's showing it the love Fox refused.
And at the same time, it's going to be social distanced and very well respected.
Yeah, it's a fun way to bring us back into this movie. So let me just get this here so I can make Justin cringe a bit.
I'm already cringing. So my new glasses make me dizzy from time to time because I'm not used to seeing everything so clear. Like I'm looking over and instead of having to like do my lean forward to read, I can read it from way back here, and when I leaned forward to try and adjust, I'm just like, oh no, and I got a little dizzy, and I'm just like,
All right, so I had the cough pun ready for the end of this episode, but affogato it.
Oh, you said it already. Dang shame, I just missed it. I hate it.
All right, that's it, guys.
All right, have a great night, and remember to check out all the links down in the description below.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
We have not had a stinger. You used to have a stinger at the end of each episode. Then I started doing the puns, and the stingers ended. So I guess today's stinger was, I swear it said nose.
Yeah, I swear it said nose.
Bye, guys.